This video is brought to you by Craven's Comic Books and Collectibles. Check out their weekly live show, auction, and sale at facebook.com/Craven's Comics every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. And you can check out their inventory at cravenscomics.com. Craven's Comics, for the comics you crave. From a recent interview, Mr. Green, that I've seen with her, she has stated herself that she's a really good actor because she can lie like a motherfucker. Welcome to the program, Aadila Dosani.
Hey, y'all. Dang, that was an intro.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I do my digging. I listen to every interview. So there you go.
Homework check.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Oh, yeah.
So how did you hone this skill, Aadila? Like, we got to get into this, you know, like how long have you been lying to everyone in your life?
I mean, pretty much my entire life. Listen, it's like the only way to get what you want, right? You got to spin that story. So I learned real young that if I wanted what I wanted, I'd have to, you know, maybe tweak the facts a little bit or create a narrative around them. We'll just
Massage the facts, if you will.
Yeah.
massage the facts. I like that. That's
There
what
you
I was
go.
looking for.
Don't worry, Aadila. We're sure that none of your friends or family are listening to us right now because we've blocked them from the stream so that they can't hear it.
Thank you
So you-
very much. I appreciate that. Yeah.
We're protecting your superpower.
But we will
Right.
say that everything right now, total honest truth. It's going to be
Yeah.
truth. Truth from
Yeah,
here
it'll
on
be real candid. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna come out of this alive, but I'm coming out. So
Good stuff. Good stuff. So, of course, the second season of Nancy Drew started up just about 7 weeks ago. And the Bobbsey twins made their first appearance on this version of Nancy Drew then. And it's a very different take on the Bobbsey twins. Well, especially since it's one set of twins as opposed to two. So that's good to get it down,
Exactly.
streamline it, which is good.
Right.
But you guys seem to be like you're there to stir up some shit.
Dude, we are stirring up a lot of shit. Like, I mean, listen, you wouldn't be the Bobbsey twins if you weren't. I feel like traditionally they still stirred up shit. That curiosity, you know, was not gone unnoticed in those little small towns they were sleuthing in. And it's not with us either. Like, listen, we are definitely going to be causing rifts between the Drew crew, but hey, I'm here for it.
That's
So-
awesome. That's awesome. Now,
I love the chaos around you. You got some serious, strong chaos energy, and I'm loving this already.
Thank you so much. That's like the compliment of the year. I will take it. Like, who the hell needs to be streamlined? Fuck that.
that's right. That's right. There you go. Chaos all around. Now,
Yeah.
of course, you guys made your appearance in the first episode of the season. Now it's been kind of quiet, but this upcoming Wednesday, you guys come back and it's like throughout the rest of the season, your story comes rolling out, right?
Yeah, yes, it does. Yeah. So we basically, what they did was they kind of cleaned up the storylines in the first season with the first like 5-6 episodes. And now we come stumbling in and you get to basically see how Gil and Amanda, like we said before, stir things up. And their storylines are pretty dope, actually. Like, we've got some plausible skills that the Drew crew needs. Whether they may be on the right or wrong side of the tracks, I don't know, but a skill's a skill. So, hey.
There you go.
You know,
it's always
that's-
important. It's always important to have a
important.
very special set of skills. Definitely.
I think
Definitely.
so too.
Oh man. But
Like,
Now your other half is
Mhm.
played by Praneet, who we've had on the show previously
shut the front door.
for another show.
yeah, we had him back when he was on October Faction. That's right. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
You know, so with that kind of like playing that twin vibe between the two of you, you know, did you guys like go off and do like a twin camp and then work on some twin shorthand, things like that?
I mean, I would have loved to, but Praneet's wonderful, but he's like so straight and arrow. I don't even care. I'm gonna call him out. Like, I'd be like, let's get a whiskey, and he'll be like, no, I don't drink. And I'm like, oh, oops. Cool. But no, we totally have. You know what? We clicked right away because we're actually from the same hometown, like Calgary, Alberta. So we had that like initial connection actually, and I feel like from then on it kind of just spun out in a really dope way. it's so funny because like in the season we deal with a lot of codependency issues, and yet we're so codependent on each other. Maybe I'm more codependent on him or dependent on him than he is with me, which is totally fine. Like it is what it is, I guess. We can't all be perfect, but
Are you sure it's fine? Because I'm getting a vibe that you're not feeling like it's fine now.
I know it's probably not fine. That poor guy, he's probably like, stop blowing up my phone, but I'm not gonna, so cool. It's like, be my therapist, you're my brother, so deal.
Well, no, that's good. That's good to keep the character connection. If the characters come back, you got it there. That's good. Because again, your characters and your story arc deals a lot with, mental health and codependency. So it's good. It's good to keep that always in the realm. Totally.
Always. Yeah. We can't lose sight of the important issues. So
that's right. That's right. We got an email in from James C, who says, "Hey geeks, is Mr. Green going to pipe in prog rock or jazz in his Tasty Meats restaurant?" So Green, are you going to start up your restaurant again and play some prog rock and jazz?
No, I would burn it to the ground before I do that.
Fair enough.
Not happening.
James goes on to say, "Love Aadila, but hated Raya and the Last Dragon. Way too silly, stupid, boring, and amateurish. In my opinion, a waste of money. Hated Mr. Walken. He loves prog rock. Oh yeah, I love the prog rock, but it needs more cowbell. That's the way it goes. But so there you go. So thank you for the all-inclusive.
Like he's like,
a great wrap of the first 10 minutes of the show, which is fantastic. There you go. That's a tight 10 on the first 10 minutes of the show.
That email is like Canada. It's like coast to coast, like it's doing it all.
Seriously, putting it all in there, man. That's skill. Wow.
Man.
Yeah.
Real concise.
So Aadila, let me switch gears a little bit and talk about one of Canada's greatest exports.
Okay.
TV Christmas movies.
Yeah.
We pretty much produce like 95% of them.
Yeah.
And I know that you, of course, during the pandemic, in July, you shot some, and of course, you know it's Canada, so you will shoot more again in the future. In the time of COVID, does it add an extra eeriness to be shooting a Christmas movie?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I did it. I mean, I'm supposed to be good at lying, so no, it didn't. No, it freaking did, man. No, yeah, it was wild because like they were still pumping them out, right? And so like you gotta like, even though we have all these amazing like safety protocols and measures in place, it's still pretty wild because as you know, the TV movies, like they move fast. Like you're getting them shot in 12 days and you're kind of like, what the hell just happened? I suppose I'll live in my French vanilla fantasy for now, but I mean, that bubble bursts real fast and then you get paranoid again because you're like, what, it was, for sure. Listen, I'm like a paranoid person as it is, as you've called me out on, which is totally fine, by the way. So there was an eeriness.
Man, I gotta say, I think after this, Aadila might need a bit of a break because I feel like I've called her a liar and you've called her paranoid. So we really, on behalf of Mr. Green and myself, I just want to, maybe we got off on the wrong foot here and I want to apologize.
I also started off with like her greatest compliment about having the chaos energy.
There you go,
like,
chaos energy. We even out.
That's what I meant.
There you go.
Yeah. Listen, I'll take it. Like, what's life without a twister, Oh, reference. I don't know. That wasn't even good. Like, it's all in. We're taking it all in.
Yeah, we're taking it all in.
This episode is all about the chaos. That's what it really comes down to. So like, you change it up. If you want to start talking about frappuccinos, we'll talk about frappuccinos. You want to talk about Christmas movies? Let's talk about Christmas movies.
Do you guys like frappuccinos though? I don't know if I can get on board with the frappuccino. Like,
this is why I love you, Aadila. Yeah. You're on the same page. We're on the same wavelength. Yeah. We're killing it here.
Right now, Aadila is definitely one of the best guests of Geek Hard, hands down, right there.
Yes, y'all hear that? That precedes the chaotic compliment. I'll take this.
There you go. But frappuccinos brought up notwithstanding, you are a bit of a foodie though, right? You enjoy so I know with a lot of times when you have people on during this COVID era and there's been downtimes and stuff, a lot of people have asked them, it's like, oh, what you've been watching, what you've been reading. I want to know, have you ate anything interesting during the pandemic?
Yeah, all I did was eat. Yeah. Okay. Like maybe not interesting, but I definitely, like when I tried to put jeans on, when we got out of this, I was like, nah, I guess I gotta hit up the Bay for like the stretchy jean thing, because I was like it wasn't working out. I ate everything. I ate like I love Italian food. And so all the pastas, all the cream sauces, I'm like, forget tomatoes. I want the butter, the cream, the
Yes.
cheese. I ate
Yes.
cake. I ate chips for lunch, breakfast, but like I live on top of a Costco, so the family size bags with my boxed wine. Like I didn't even splurge on good wine. I was like, give me that box Cab Sauv or whatever. It was brutal. It tasted like shit, but it went down easy and nice, so it was fine.
Hey, in COVID, you know, like you got to do what you got to do in a pandemic, right?
Yeah,
you know,
And
you're going to survive on chips and box wine. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Like I'd go down to Costco and they have like the $1.50 hot dogs. I love dirty hot dogs, right? I'd get like 3, and I feel like her name's Veronica. I don't know if you're listening downstairs, but like we were on a first name basis. I'm like, hot dogs, mustard, thank you, done. Like,
oh, I just like you know, you say the whole, you live above a Costco. So to me, I'm picturing the image of like you have a tent like right on top of a Costco warehouse with like a shotgun and like a hibachi, and that's like
a rope ladder. She just drops down into the store.
Survival of the fittest, guys. We're in a pandemic.
Well, you got to get ahead of that line, right? Like, because that line is killer.
It's brutal. And I was like, you want the fresh hot dogs. Sometimes though, like I've realized I like a dirty hot dog. Like I like the ones sitting there a little longer because like they're a little more rubbery.
So and like I a well done hot
consistency. Dog. Yeah, like a well done hot dog. It's good. I don't know.
I'm feeling like we're digging deep on you here, right? We got dirty hot dogs, we got chaos, big time lying. I love
Green
this.
Is sitting there thinking, do I have a South Asian sister? That's what he's thinking right now.
Right. Yeah, you do.
This is like the greatest day of my life. That's what I'm saying. Long lost family members are being found. Yeah. You know, this is great.
Totally. I mean, yes, they are right here. Who needs like a 21andMe or whatever those are?
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Who needs to swab? We're getting our noses swabbed. We don't need to swab our mouths anymore. We just come on the show. We'll do this. Find out that Aadila and I are related.
You do know. I feel like those 21, whatever they are, like they're taking that DNA and cloning us, like for sure.
Right.
Like this is, maybe I'm a conspiracy theorist on the side, like in terms of just that, but like for sure. I don't know, man.
I think this is where we get back into the paranoid side of things. But you know what, though? Hey, better safer than sorry. You know, like, because you never know.
Exactly.
Right? You got to think about these things.
I just got an email in, though. I just got an email in from a research lab. Mr. Green, you are the brother. Yes, you are the brother.
Yes. You did the test, didn't you?
Who needs Maury, right? Who needs Maury?
Exactly. Who needs Maury?
I miss Maury.
Now, you're like an onion. We're peeling the layers back here.
There's quite a few. I mean, shoot.
Oh, my God. No, that's some good stuff. Now, of course, in your aside from your acting career, which of course you've covered theater. You actually were in Toronto for a long period of time, but you went to school and you went to university in Toronto, and at that time you were also on the men's rugby team.
Yeah.
And for 4 years, the captain of the men's rugby team tried to get you kicked off. Is that correct?
Yeah, you've done your research. That is correct. That is correct. Like, he would take me to Tim Hortons and like get me hot chocolate. And I'm like, bro, I don't drink hot chocolate. Like, give me a donut at least. But that's fine. Like, and would like tell me that I should not be on the team. Listen, I shouldn't have. Who am I kidding? Like, it wasn't fun. But I also was like, you're going to keep me on the team because you keep telling me to leave. So I don't know. You're doing yourself a disservice. But yeah, he did. He tried really hard. It didn't work for him. So, hey.
Oh, I'm thinking that's like the perfect plot line, though. Like you should sit down and write the story of the woman on the men's rugby team at university. You should do your own Rudy. That's what you can do.
And then just incorporate Christmas, and then it's like a perfect storm of everything in your life, right?
Right. You are so right. Like just like a gingerbread house crumbling while like trying to stay on a men's rugby team, and Santa Claus coming down and granting me like, you know, my wish while repairing my like grandmother's recipe of this gingerbread house that I smashed that I've been preserving. Like this is, I don't know. Things, you're right. It's already spinning.
Wow.
I don't know.
One
You know
magic.
what?
One
I
magic
can't believe that
rugby
hasn't been made
Christmas.
already.
Right?
Yeah. One magic rugby Christmas. There we go. Perfect.
Yes, that's it. One magic rugby Christmas. Okay. We gotta write. Yeah, okay. I'm okay. Challenge accepted.
There you go.
We only take a small cut. That's all for when we provide
Oh,
these
no,
ideas. A small cut.
We're splitting this 3 ways, man. Fair is fair.
Mm.
As long
Now-
as like we eat hot dogs while we do it, nachos, maybe have some bourbon. Some wings.
Yeah. No,
You know,
of course.
Aadila, if you weren't related to me, I'd marry you. That's what I'd say right now. Like, everything you're saying, you're like right in the heart, right here.
Yeah.
Ah,
You're touching me.
likewise, man. I mean, listen, food is the way to my soul. Booze, food.
Yes.
That's it.
There you go.
I don't need anything
Good,
else.
good to know. Good to know. Totally.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Now, getting back to Nancy Drew for a moment, though, when you got on the show,
Mhm.
did you know that the take for this Nancy Drew was more in the horror supernatural realm than the original material?
I mean, ish. I kind of like, so I watched a bits of season 1, obviously to like get like a feel of the show and the tone and stuff like that. And it's such a big show that employs so many people in Vancouver. So you kind of got to know like the commerce and the back end of it. And so I knew like they were taking it in that supernatural way, but like not to the extreme that I think season 2 is going to be. Like, I didn't think our characters, like the Bobsies, would be involved in these mysteries that way,
Mm.
but they are.
Hmm.
Oh, they are. Have I said too
Hmm.
much? Whatever. It's fine.
It's
CW
fine.
can't pay for the same level of snipers that they do on Marvel movies,
No.
so I think you're gonna make it through
You'll be,
this.
you'll be
I'll make it
okay.
through this one.
You'll
I'll
be
make
okay.
it through it.
To be honest, since you're on a rugby team, I wouldn't go against you. You're badass to be on a rugby team.
That's
That's
right.
what it comes down to.
Right? I've been telling them, I'm like, can I just be the brawn of the group? Come on. Ain't nobody tackling
tackling.
anyone. Right?
Yeah.
Just
You
saying. I'm putting it out there.
When they give you a scene and they say, "All right, let's do this one more time," and just tackle somebody, just
Tackle someone.
Yeah.
Be like, "Ooh, yeah." I mean, that'd be dope. I
Just
love
yell scrum and pick somebody up. That's
that. That's
basically
exactly it. I'm gonna do that actually next, like on Monday when I get to work. I'm just gonna yell out scrum when we're in the heat of the moment. I'll get my wrist slapped, but it's fine. No risk, no reward.
It'll be interesting too to see if anybody from like the cast and crew jump in as well, like
Yeah.
immediately, just go like rugby mode kicks in.
Can you imagine? I hope so. I doubt it, but I mean,
Some of your co-stars are gonna freak right out, but
they
that's
will
okay.
freak out. They will, or they might think it's like code for like a show tune, because everyone on that show, like they're dope singers and they know all the show tunes. It's insane. Whereas I come in and I'm like, Backstreet Boys. Ooh, you know, I don't know. Like it's wild.
I picture
Hey.
that's you at karaoke, that you just stand up and go Backstreet Boys, and then the
It's
song.
true. Quit playing games with my heart. Like, duh. I don't know. That's all I know.
Oh,
Perfect.
man.
Now, I want to go a little bit back in time because one of the first things I saw you in was the web series Upstairs Amy.
Oh, shut the front door.
Yeah. What was it like shooting? Because that was a lot of fun, that show. What was it
Yeah.
like shooting that show?
It was so fun. It was rad, man. I mean, like we shot it real fast though. We shot on a soundstage. We shot all those 18 episodes within like a week, 5-6 days, I think. So it was pretty wild, but it was amazing. Like Joanna, the writer, is so stellar. I love her voice. And like Michael Cedar, obviously I like watched him growing up. So I was like, yes, I get to work with him. Like I thought he was kind of cool. He did not, like I was like always starstruck. He's like way too cool, like in the best way,
Yeah.
but like way too cool for school. And so like I would try to be like, oh my gosh, like so this and this. And he'd be like, nah, girl, just like do your work. And I'm like, okay, cool. So, you know. It was fine. It was really fun though. Like that cast was really dope. We had a great time.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
yeah.
That's great
Yeah.
stuff. And also, I watched a short film recently that you were in that was directed by an 8-year-old.
Yes, colors.
So what was it like
Brooklyn.
getting directed? But like, was like the direction that you got from 8-year-old, was it the same as the other directors worked with, or was it very unique?
It was better.
It was okay.
I know. Isn't that wild?
That is
it's
wild.
because there was like no decorum needed. Like there was no filter. So she would just tell you, and she was so poised. I feel like Brooklyn's been doing this forever, but like she would just tell you what you needed to do in like a real nice straight way without like, you know, like sometimes you work with directors and they tiptoe because you never know anymore. We live in such a sensitive world right now, and rightfully
Right.
so. Like there's reasons for it, but with a child, like there's none of that like negativity or maliciousness. It doesn't come from like a bad place, and so it was so pure and awesome. It was wild, and she's so in tune. I'm like, I feel like she's such an old soul. She was so in tune with like everything, that her direction was actually amazing. It was spot on. Also, I was like, wow, like I literally was just gawking the whole time because I'm like, how are you so well versed? Even I don't know the words you're using. Like your vocabulary, like her vernacular was on point. It was wild. I was like,
Awesome.
I need to look up what this means that you're asking me to do, but that's fine. Whatever.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, you got to work with somebody who was great, and you know
Yeah.
it's not that big a deal that you're shitting on all your other former directors. That's okay. I don't think
Right. I just did that, didn't I?
no, but
I
that's
mean,
okay.
though.
Green
It's
is
okay.
leading you. He's leading you. Don't believe that. You did not do that. You're
I
fine.
thought we were
Shut
cool,
up, Green.
I'm just saying, right? Like she's putting down the gauntlet. Really, what you're doing,
Yeah.
you're just saying you guys did okay, but
You
the
did okay.
8-year-old is better.
I mean,
Step up your game.
accurate. You're right. Whatever. I took your bait. Like left hook, line, and sinker, man. Oh shit. This is a story of my life.
Oh my God. Well, Aadila, this has been a blast talking with you. Had
It's
so
been
much
so
fun talking with you. And I feel like we got a lot accomplished here today.
Yeah,
and
I think so.
especially since we now have one Magic Rugby Christmas to work on, which is
Yeah.
good.
Which we're doing. It's happening, guys. One Magic Rugby Christmas is happening. I don't even care. Yo, it's gonna be wild.
All right, fantastic, fantastic. We'll put together a treatment and then come to us,
Okay.
and we'll start working on the first draft.
All right, done and done.
All right, fantastic. And of course, people can see you in upcoming episodes of Nancy Drew, which
That's
of course March 10th is your next episode back on, and
Yep.
both you and Praneet will be on for the rest of the season as it goes.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, watch us just like stir shit up. It'll be
All
fun.
right.
It gets steamy.
Fantastic. All right. I
All
like the
right.
little laugh at the end. It gets steamy.
I know.
Steamy chaos.
Chatting what? Right? Steamy cake. Do you think that could be like a holiday film? No, probably
It,
not.
No,
it could,
that would
no,
be
it could
what?
more like a Halloween, you know.
Could be a Halloween film, or it
Film.
would be the
Yeah.
name of like a tag team in a wrestling promotion.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that. Like if you bring The Rock and Stone Cold back.
Wow. You want
Just
big
saying.
opponents. That's what you're saying here, eh? It's
That's
like
what
you
I'm
only
saying.
work with the big names. Got it.
Yeah,
Got it.
that's it. Maybe The Undertaker though. I miss him. He was wild. I liked. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah,
he's-
you see, I there's
Onion.
just go. That's it. You're going big. I like it.
Go big. You got
That's
to
right,
go big or
that's
go
right.
home.
That's
Just
right. Go big or go
bullshit,
home.
Go your way out of it.
All right. Well, it has
right.
been so much fun talking with you. Hope you
Awesome.
have a great day. And we look
Likewise.
forward to talking with you again. We'll definitely want to have you back on at some point.
Yeah, let's do it. That'd be awesome.
All right. Fantastic. Have a
All
great night.
right. Bye. Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Thank you.
Yeah.